Hi, Miss Suling. I'm Teacher Aida.
Hi, Cikgu Aida.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, very clear.
Okay.
Greetings to all and welcome to the International Pbl edition of 2023 Dato Zaki bin Ahmad Trophy, the President of SABKL Alumni Association. First and foremost, let me introduce myself. I am Mohamad bin Muhammad Azhar and have been officially presided as the chairperson for today's competition. Assisting me today will be our timekeeper, Niaz Auni binti Subandi. Ladies and gentlemen, with the theme of green technology realizing innovation, it is hoped that this competition will foster participants' interest in the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Furthermore, participants will be able to solve problems using their specific process skills. Project-based learning, PBL, is the pedagogical approach that stimulates the 21st century. Implementing PBL involves integrating knowledge, skills, and values in students, enabling them to build skills and knowledge through projects, cooperative learning, and hands-on techniques. Through these projects, students can expand their learning experiences beyond the classroom by addressing meaningful questions related to the community and family. Next, we will introduce the judges for the Grand Final International Pbl-Stem Project Competition of 2023. Our first judge will be Wan Su Ling, and our second judge will be Wan Aida. And with us today, we have 11 teams for the social science category. The Pbl-Stem pitching competition will begin shortly. Now the event will proceed with today's pitching by the participants. The judges will be evaluating for today's session are Wan Su Ling and Wan Aida. Each participant will be given 10 minutes for their presentation. We will start with the pitching report, and with us today we have 11 teams. All respective participants are required to enter their designated breakout rooms. Alright, I'll repeat. All respective participants are required to enter their designated breakout rooms. process a day, all prospective participants are required to enter their designated breakout. Of course, we invited you to open your
Sebelah
cameras.
kisah si kepala kotak. Kulitnya hijau, kepalanya botak. Dulu dia jahat dan sangat hujana. Sekarang nak jadi baik macam mana? Bila masa aku nak jadi baik?
Hei adudu, apa kau merapu? Kan kita orang dah janji nak bantu untuk kumpul duit, dapatkan koko. Itulah misi sebenar bubar di bako.
Oh ya betul lah apa kau cakap tu. Nasib baik kau mengingatkan aku. Nak hidupkan balik robot kesayanganku. Mari kita cari orang untuk dibantu.
Aku tahu tarian apa tu. Dia sibuk cari korang dan adudu. Mari ikut aku ke belakang tu je. Sebenarnya aku tipu sahaja.
Ibu bagi aku. Buat baik dibalas koko. Apa masalah? Kau sedia membantu. Okey adudu, jom bergotong royong. Banyak orang yang nak minta tolong. Kau kena sabar, jangan cepat nak marah. Kalau tak sabar, nasib kau juga nak parah. Terima kasih. Macam manalah aku nak jadi sekurang. Rupanya nak jadi baik bukannya senang. Tapi aku mesti tolong. Macam mana nak hidupkan bro semula? Ibu bagi baku. Buat baik dibalas koko. Apa masalah? Kau sedia membantu. Ibu bagi baku. Buat baik dibalas koko. Apa masalah? Kami sedia membantu.
Seminggu 3 hari telah pun berlalu. Duit yang kita kumpul dah cukup dah tu. Sampai sini saja misi bubar di bako. Akhirnya adudu dapat 5 tu koko.
Siapa kata orang jahat kan terus begitu. Tengoklah adudu si kepala jadu. Apa kau kata? Sabar.
We remind that all participants are required to enter their respective designated breakout rooms, as we will start shortly. Alright, I now invite the first group, namely Group Sense of Slay, with their project title, Got Your Nose, to begin their presentation. Slides first, yeah. For Team Sense of Slay, you can start your presentation whenever you're ready, okay?
Waiting for the slide. Am I audible? Okay, boleh dengar. Okay. Waiting for the slides. Right. Okay, I'll start. Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone, and especially to the honored judges. My name is Aminah Fiz Mirazaini. Today, our group Sense of Slay will present our project, Got Your Nose. Now, let's begin. All right. In this modern era, the many benefits of drinking plain water are constantly overlooked. Nowadays, the young generation prefer to drink carbonated soft drinks as more than plain water. Okay, our product, Got Your Nose, is a cup sleeve-like product that encourages the adolescents to drink more water by utilizing our sense of smell, which in turn influences our taste buds, thus recreating the flavor of soft drinks without actually consuming them. Ladies and gentlemen, according to a survey conducted by the Malaysian Health Ministry in 2017, 36% of Malaysian adolescents, including students, consume carbonated soft drinks at least once a day. In addition, the total sugar intake among Malaysian adolescents has increased by 1.4 times from 29.5 grams in 2012 to 40.7 grams in 2017. The lack of plain water in our bodies, in our systems, which is also regarded as dehydration, brings out plenty of negative effects on our overall health. Firstly, dehydration may cause frequent headaches, partnered with feelings of dizziness or lightheadedness. On top of that, dehydration may cause low blood pressure, which in turn causes feelings of fatigue or drowsiness. In the worst of cases, dehydration can be the root cause of severe complications such as seizures, brain swelling, and kidney failures. I now pass the next part to my partner, Liao Mayra.
So good day everyone, my name is Liao Mayra. So current solution. So one of the current solution is taken by the government. The government has organized a campaign called Campaign Minum Air Kosong, which encourages students to drink more plain water. Other than that, the school has provided more water dispensers to let students fill up their drinking water at any time. And last but not least is market product. Air Up is a refillable bottle powered by aroma pods. The Air Up drinking system allows you to drink only water but experience cherry, peach, and more. So we move on to the next part. Our solution, which is a scented water strap. Our product, Got Your Nose, is a cup sleeve-like product which utilizes velcro straps. Our product works by stimulating our sense of smell, which influences our taste buds, thus recreating the flavor of soft drinks without actually consuming soft drinks. So our main objectives will be to encourage adolescents to drink more water and to reduce the total amount of plastic waste thrown. The next part is method used in production process. So firstly, the initial shape of our product was sketched on a piece of nylon cloth, then cut using scissors according to the sketch. Then the nylon cloth was turned inside out and stitches were formed around the strap. A zipper was then sewn into the upper area of the nylon cloth. The entirety of the nylon cloth was then sewn together. The nylon cloth was flipped over once more to ensure the sewing is maintained and appears tidy. And lastly, parts of the velcro strap was sewn onto both ends of the sleeve. Last but not least, the filter wool, which is responsible for absorbing the smell, was inserted inside the sleeve. As you can see, this is our product sketch. So I'll pass the next part to Aliaris.
So this is the model of our product. It is a center bottle strap where you can use it in any size of bottle because it is adjustable. And here are the results from the experiment that we have conducted. For the initial taste, both of the participants tasted the mineral water like nothing. But after using our product, both of the participants can taste the scent of chocolate in the mineral water. After conducting several experiments in regards to our product with the help of 10 volunteers with one scent, which are chocolate, we found that the scent does affect the aftertaste of the mineral water and provide basic things such as sweet. Thus proving that with enough concentration of scent, the sense of smell will strongly affect the sense of taste. With further improvement, this product will help to positively alter the health statistics of students across Malaysia and solve the issue of overconsumption of soft drinks. I'll pass the next slide to Adam.
My name is Adam Harid bin Rosman. So our future plan for this product. In the future, we would like to improve the quality of our product by increase the concentration of the scent and create our own scented oil. Following several improvements, we intend to promote and advertise our product at school level first. Students can evaluate the effectiveness of our product and use them in their daily lives. In conclusion, the implementation of our project plays a big role in society by encouraging students to drink more water. This will not only reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as obesity and diabetes, plus it improves the overall health among Malaysian youth. Furthermore, the total usage of plastic bottle in the country will reduce gradually as the total consumption of soft drinks decreases. As an acknowledgement, the success and final outcome of this project would not have been achieved without the amazing guidance from our supervisor, Puan Aziza. We also deeply appreciate our group members and our beloved friends who have given their best to help us. Last but not least, we express our humble thanks to the competition organizer for providing us a chance to present our idea in creating a better future for students. And that is all. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much to Slay. I'm Teacher Aida. I would like to ask one question. How much is the cost of producing of these water bottles? Estimated.
So the total cost of
I can hear.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Teacher?
Uh,
Am I audible? Daniel, am I audible?
You can come a bit closer.
Hello? Hello?
okay. Actually, how much is the cost
Okay.
of
So
producing
we
these water
calculated
bottles?
that the total price for about 50 pieces of our product would cost about 41 ringgit for all the materials. So when divided, one product will only cost about 82 cents each for the materials.
82,
So to gain
82
profit
cents.
from selling our product, we decided that we would be selling this product at about 5 ringgit each so that we gain profit, because the price of one product made is only around 82 cents. But we sell it at the price of 5 ringgit, which is, of course, I think is cheap for the general public. And of course, the profit that we gain we can use it some more to further innovate our project in the future.
Okay. And then my second question is, what do you think if these water bottles will benefits to all using your projects? What do you think? How do you think that your products will be benefit to the students and to all?
Let's say students do use our, the students can increase their consumption of mineral water, which will overall improve their physical health. So it will increase their consumption of soft drinks or sweetened drinks, and also decrease the usage of plastic bottles in the country.
All right. Thank you very much for your presentation, Group Sense of Slay. Unfortunately, your time is up. You may leave this session. You may leave this session as we proceed to the next team. Okay.
Thank you. Maybe the next time, I give to Mr. Lim to ask.
Okay.
Time's up faster.
I didn't see that coming just now.
I thought most of us can ask the questions. So because
Yeah.
there's a limitation, so maybe the next time will be your person.
All right, sure.
Okay. Let us invite the next group named She Innovates with their project Social for You. Without further ado, you can join this meeting now. All right, the floor is yours.
Can you guys hear our voice?
Yeah, quite clear.
Embrace a new world of confidence and meaningful connections with our user-friendly app tailored to suit your preferences. Get ready to embark on an exciting journey with Social for You, presented to you by She Innovates from SABKL. Allow me to introduce the She Innovates team, which includes me, Pravisha Tyagarajan, Nurul Shafika binti Audi, and Shazrina Shazwin binti Shazwin. Shazrina Shazwin didn't get to join us because she's not feeling well. Social anxiety among young adults and others can be attributed to several common causes that play a significant role on its development. First is early life experiences. Negative events during childhood or adolescence, such as bullying, teasing, or social rejection, play a significant role in the development of social anxiety. Next, we have social learning and modeling. Individuals growing up in an anxious environment may adopt avoidant behaviors after observing anxious responses in others. Next, we have genetics and biological factors. Growing evidence supports a genetic basis for social anxiety. Certain genetic factors influence an individual's emotional tendencies, sensitivity to social cues, and brain functioning related to anxiety. There are few current solutions that are available to today's date. First is cognitive behavioral therapy, stands as a widely recognized and effective therapeutic approach for social anxiety. By identifying and challenging negative thought patterns and beliefs associated with social situations, CBT empowers individuals to develop coping strategies like cognitive restructuring and exposure therapy. In some cases, medication can be prescribed to alleviate symptoms of social anxiety. Support groups also provide a safe environment for individuals with social anxiety. Here, they can connect, share experience, and learn from one another, fostering validation and encouragement and understanding, thus reducing feeling of isolation. You might be wondering what is our offer here. So if you're struggling with social interactions, feeling anxious or uncomfortable in social settings, enter Social for You, the revolutionary app designed to transform your social life. Social for You's development process is founded on thorough research and analysis, focusing on understanding social anxiety among young adults in Malaysia. By analyzing research findings, we gain valuable insights into the challenges and needs of our target audience, shaping clear objectives for the app to function. Other than that, by collaborating with mental professionals, we ensure that Social for You content aligns with evidence-based therapeutic principles. Social for You creates a dynamic and immersive learning environment resembling real-life scenarios like a coffee shop or a calm beach setting. Users practice social interactions in these interactive environments, receiving personalized feedback and guidance. With user-friendly design and seamless navigation, Social for You empowers individuals to master social skills while enjoying an engaging experience, building confidence, and fostering meaningful connections in their everyday lives. To ensure functionality and effectiveness, we conduct extensive testing using user feedback to guide on our enhancements. Our top priority is protecting user information, which is why we implement effective data security measure to maintain privacy throughout the Social for You experience. Now I'll pass it on to Nurul Shafika.
So, why our project can bring tons of benefits to the community? First, it is accessible for all. The app is designed to address financial barriers and make therapy for social anxiety more accessible by offering an affordable and convenient alternative. Users can work on their social skills at their own pace, anytime and anywhere. Second, it reduces anxiety and fear. Social for You helps reduce anxiety and fear related to social interactions by gradually exposing users to challenging situations. This approach desensitizes them, builds resilience, and increase comfort in social encounters. Sorry. Third, it enhances and social skills. Social for You offers an interactive platforms for users to practice and enhance their social skills through simulated scenarios. This leads to increase of confidence, better communication, and improved assertiveness in real-life interactions. Next, what we will add on our project for further improvement and development. First, we will improving the AI algorithms that will analyze the user behavior and provide personalized feedback. By implementing user behavior, by implementing advanced natural language processing and emotion recognition techniques, the app can offer more accurate assessments and customized guidance, enhancing its effectiveness in spotting user social skills improvement. Second, we will adding gamification elements like challenge rewards and progress tracking will boost users' engagement and motivation. Furthermore, incorporating social features such as peer support groups, forums, and virtual communities, it will create a sense of connection and provide platform for sharing experiences, tips, and support. Third, we will explore more on integration with wearable technology like smartwatches or biometric sensors. It can offer additional insight into users' physiological responses during social interactive. The dat- during social interactive, the data that we've collected from the device can lead to more comprehensive analysis of users' anxiety level, as well as assisting and developing the personalized strategies for anxiety management. In conclusion, our project focuses on two key points. We target support for social anxiety. Our project addresses the common causes of social anxiety and offers evidence-based interactions and support for individuals who are facing social challenges. Through user-friendly platforms and collaboration with mental health experts, we aim to empower individuals to manage their social anxiety effectively and improve their social skills. Our project also enhancing well-being and social engagement. Our ultimate goal is to enhance the overall well-being of individuals with social anxiety by addressing their social anxiety with their specific needs. We aim to help them thrive in social interactions, build confidence, and foster meaningful connections. Improve social skills and increase of social engagement enable the individuals to lead more fulfilling life and satisfying lives. And that's all for us. And remember that it is okay to not be okay. Sometimes you need to have someone or talk to someone to share your problems or tell your story. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Thank you for the presentation. I have a question here. What is the difference between this particular app for social anxiety and let's say being us going for appointments with psychologists? What can you connect between these two? Or did my question come through just now?
I'm sorry, can you repeat because they just
Right. Being the founder of this particular app, how would you connect this with our like daily life, being able to present ourselves, talking one to one when we are having any anxiety also? How do you connect these two with your app that you have developed here?
Okay, so we will be building an app which have like real life scenarios. There'll be like coffee shop features, beach features. If you wanna have like a beach surrounding, you can choose the beach features. So you'll feel like you are in a beach environment, and then there'll be an AI assistant to guide you and it will support you to in terms of mental and physical. Not physical, but it will help you mentally and to improve your mental, social, and mental well-being.
So your scope of group will be mostly towards the students in school, or how?
It's mostly for students and young adults who are facing social anxiety or stress.
Okay, thank you. Cikgu Aida, you have anything?
Yeah, my question is, what is the mean of wearable technology in your definitions? Because you have mentioned the words wearable technology. What is the wearable technology?
Wearable technologies such as like smartwatches or biometric sensors that you can wear in your daily life. So yeah, when we collaborating with these kind of devices, it can give more data to the app so that we know what the individual needs, what that person needs, and how we can help them. So yeah, we try to integrating it with more wearable technologies that we wear in daily life.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for Group She Innovates for your presentation. Unfortunately, your time has run out. You may leave this session as we proceed with the next team. All right? Thank you.
Thank you.
With their project title, Sober Air, to begin their presentation. Without further ado, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. So, good morning, dear judges. Before I start, I would like to ask, why do people go and watch sketch comedy shows? Okay, let's start off like this. How about I start off with a joke? Why did the chicken cross the road?
I cannot
To
see
go get the bottle of
slide.
syrup. Oh, apologies. One moment, yeah. Okay, let's continue. Why did the chicken cross the road? Get to the bottle of beer, of course. That wasn't really a good joke. But anyways, back to my question. Why do people watch sketch comedy shows? Well, it's because people want to feel that euphoric feeling when they laugh. And in a way, this is the same when it comes to alcohol. When people drink alcohol, they get a euphoric feeling and they feel happy. And sometimes they crave more of this feeling and they want more and more of it. And sometimes this leads to alcohol addiction. With this, our team has created an anti-alcohol addiction product called Sober Air, and today we would like to pitch it to all good judges. Thank you, and I will continue by passing this on to Sophia. All right.
Thank you, Dato. I will have you to make some tips. 4 main situations, cause, effect, and problems. For information, 25,000 people die each year from alcohol addiction with the causes.
It's quite blur. Cannot hear.
Sorry, hold on. Sophia's having some technical issues, but due to that, I'll continue for now. So, for the problem statement, we have a few parts: situation, cause, and effect, and problem. Firstly, for your information, 95,000 people die from alcohol addiction each year. And due to this, alcohol is become a major issue in our society. And this is due to alcohol's impact on dopamine release in the brain. There are many medicines and rehabilitation processes to fight alcohol addiction, but they are usually costly and rare to find. With this, our team has created Sober. Turmeric has actually been discovered to increase serotonin and dopamine levels in the brain when inhaled. And when inhaled, it gives the same effect it does when drinking alcohol, the euphoric feeling. Thus, our product Sober is made from turmeric in the shape of an inhaler. Moving on, I'll pass it back to Adriana.
Thank you, Gabriel. Now, moving forward to the objective of Sober Air, one of our main goal is to help combat alcohol abuse effectively. Other rehabilitation processes do not give out a big impact, while our product, Sober Air, helps one facing alcohol addiction to rehabilitate in an easier and faster way. Another one of our goal is to make alcohol abuse rehabilitation accessible. Sober Air is affordable and accessible. For one stick only costs about 3 ringgit. Our last goal is to help one manage stress and find balance in their daily lives. Soap Air not only helps with alcohol addiction, but can also help with stress management. Now, moving on to our product's methodology. In creating Soap Air, firstly, clean the turmeric roots by washing them with cold water and slice them into little pieces. After that, boil them for about 3 to 5 minutes and leave them on a clean surface to dry for 3 days. After 3 days, grind them finely into a powder and mix it with coconut oil until a thick liquid is formed. Lastly, fill the liquid into the inhalant stick, thus creating our product, Sober Air. I will now pass on to Gabriel.
Thank you so much, Adriana. So for the findings of our product, firstly, what is dopamine? Dopamine is actually a neurotransmitter in the brain that is involved in the euphoric feeling in our brain. Firstly, dopamine is achieved through dopamine biosynthesis. Firstly, dopamine is synthesized from L-tyrosine, which is an amino acid, into L-dopa, and lastly, into dopamine. When one consumes alcohol, the brain's reward system is flooded with dopamine, which produces a euphoric feeling. Moving on, what is the relation of dopamine and turmeric? Well, when you inhale turmeric or curcumin, it inhibits the activity of both MAO-A and MAO-B enzymes. What MAO-B and MAO-A enzymes we'll get into later. With this, curcumin prolongs the dopamine effect and makes the euphoric effect last long. This turmeric has two components, dimethoxycurcumin. This dimethoxycurcumin are the main compounds found in curcumin that show the ability to inhibit MAO activity. Moving on, how is MAO enzyme inhibited and what is MAO enzyme? MAO enzyme or monoamine oxidase enzymes are actually responsible for the degradation of dopamine. So, dopamine is reuptaken in the presynaptic cleft and degraded by MAO enzyme into dihydroxyphenyl acetic acid and lastly into homovanillic acid. And when MAO enzyme is inhibited, dopamine effect is prolonged and it gives a longer euphoric effect. For example, when you drink alcohol, it inhibits your MAO enzyme. Moving on, curcumin was actually evaluated in vitro for MAO-B inhibitory activity against the rat brain. In this graph here, it is shown that curcumin does indeed show MAO-B inhibition activity. As you can see here, by increase of concentration, the increase of inhibition is increased. Moving on, our team actually did a survey for a week by giving multiple people our product to test. We give students as test subjects for our product to use for stress relievement, while we gave family and friends who are facing alcohol addiction to test our product's success rate to fight against alcohol cravings. As you can see here are the results. Firstly, to fight alcohol cravings, it does have a 1 to 4 success rate. As you can see here, and for lessen stress, it has a 1 to 9. Meaning that our product does indeed have a success rate. Moving on, I'd like to pass this to Farisha.
Thank you, Gabriel. You might like to know that our team has very big goals to expand our product. First, we plan to commercialize our product in drugstores to provide easy access for people to purchase. It will be more accessible for people who face alcohol addiction. Next, we wish to collaborate with alcohol rehabilitation centers as we think it will be a great help to give to patients. And we also plan to pitch our product to the Ministry of Health of Malaysia and make our product medically approved and traceable. We also wish to bring our product worldwide, as mainly by pitch our product towards her health organization, so that our product will be known around the world. Now, I would like to pass this to Pejun.
I'm sorry, but I'll fill in for Pejun. So, about novelty. Firstly, Sober Air is discreet and portable. It can avoid drawing attention while in use. Next, Sober Air provides immediate release. Continuing that, Sober Air is readily available and affordable. One inhalant stick costs about 3 ringgit. Now, lastly, the conclusions. Number 1, Sober Air can help one recover from alcohol addiction smoothly and easily. Number 2, our main goal is to help one facing alcohol addiction to rehabilitate with a more sustainable and healthy alternative. Number 3, Sober Air can also help one rehabilitate from alcohol addiction in a better and faster way, as it is made from natural and healthy ingredients. Number 4, sober air is also chemically proven to have an effect as said.
Alright.
Okay, and that's all for our presentation. Now we may move on to the Q&A session. If there are any questions, feel free to ask.
Alright, thank you. My question is, the first one, you said that this sober air is inhalant stick. It's good if you can show me your products.
Yes. One moment. Ajana showing it on my camera. You see
Okay.
This is
Okay. How you can introduce this sober air to the public?
Firstly, we are mainly planning to work with the Ministry of Health of Malaysia to firstly get our product trusted, as in medically approved. Next, we are planning to bring it to drugstores and sell it in drugstores. And to promote our product, we plan to use social media to to promote our product.
So these targets of this sober air is actually for the students or for other also publics?
Actually, our product is not only for students. Students is for an example, but it's also for the public. We can use it because sober air not only helps with alcohol rehabilitation, but also for stress relievement. So it's able to use for.
That's all for me. Now, Miss Suli, if you have education.
How do you see this sober air is going to be one of those product that is going to be in the shelves anytime soon?
Our product, we really have big dreams for our product because we have a very hardworking team. We plan to bring it firstly to, as I said before, to the Ministry of Health Government to verify our product, then to bring it onto the shelves to sell, so it can be given to more than just our students in a way. Yeah.
How addictive to alcohol do you call an addictive?
Continuous use and
yes.
Alcoholic is when an alcoholic, they need alcohol. They continuously need alcohol because they have to have the feeling of euphoria.
So if you are given a chance to improvise this product, how are you going to do it?
To improvise our product, sorry, can I ask what do you mean by that?
That means if to go for future further.
Oh, okay. We would like to collaborate with rehabilitation centers. We even plan to work with the World of Health. Okay, because we really want to advance our product out of the country.
Okay, thank you very much for Sober Air for your presentation. Your time is up now. You may leave this session as we proceed with our next team. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
May I start now? Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to fellow judges. We are team DES and we are from SMK Putri Ampang. And these are my teammates. My name is Putri Sarah Sajana.
And my name is Chuan Ting.
My name is Choi Xin Yi.
My name is Alia Christina.
Peter Single System.
Without further ado, I would like to explain our product, which is quite step. First of all, introduction. White cane is the most important tool for blind people. Without white cane, visually impaired people struggle to navigate around. And that is why we are here to introduce our product, which is Quad Steps. Our product is a wearable system that is designed specially to provide directional information to people that need it. Quad Steps connected wireless to mobile phone. Our product is to help blind and visually impaired people. Moving on to project objective. Quad Step is a futuristic gadget that is made of vibration device that wraps around our wrist or foot. With the help of smartphone notification app like Google Maps and motion sensor, Quad Step can help the user's awareness or align along the sensitive nerve on the wrist and can send coded walking instruction to the users. Lastly, this isn't just a product for blind. The vibrating wristband can be useful for everyone.
Next, the slide have shown the component that we use in our product. Node MCU, ultrasonic sensor, vibration motor, breadboard, wires, wristband, and GPS. Firstly, place the Node MCU, ultrasonic sensor, and the vibration motor on the breadboard. After this, connect the wire with the breadboard. The GPS with the GPS module will connected and stick behind the breadboard. We will connect the Node MCU with the device and build the GPS coding on the ThinkSpeak website. After connect with the Node MCU with the coding, we stick the breadboard that include all the elements on the wristband.
I would like to present you about our data and observation. Based on our data and observation, the percentage of visually impaired people in Malaysia is 21.1%, same goes as Cambodia. Philippines has the highest percentage among the 4 countries that we have studied, which is 34.9%. However, the percentage of visually impaired people in Thailand is 24.9%. It seems that there's a lot of visually impaired people in each country. Nextly, our project signification is make it easier for people with disabilities. Quad Steps price is reasonable, it is inexpensive, and most people can afford and comfortable as the size is neither big or nor small, and easy to wear. Our target is reducing accidents due to focus on finding direction with their phone in hand or asking people on the street for help. That's all.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is our finding, and we found that increased interference from the public wanting to access kind-hearted people always want to help them by grabbing their arm, cane, or clothing, but sometimes their help isn't helpful. And cane users may feel ignored or overwhelmed by individuals who believe they cannot get around safely, and sometimes white canes tend to create unspoken barriers between sight people and blind people. And this is our discussion of QuackStep, and it will help blind and impaired people to navigate directions, and it also enhancing users' self-assurance and independence. Sometimes it reduces the likelihood of accidents for blind and visually impaired individuals.
To sum up, Pbl-Stem is the wearable assistive device which blind people can wear it at their body, such as wearing hand, wrist, abdomen, feet, and etc. It is also easily carried and user-friendly. Pbl-Stem will guide the blind people around via a simple vibration cues. Okay, the wristband connect to a handphone with a little haptic feedback to help navigate the speed up application. Coaster was designed to please the white kings, but rather to provide additional benefits, which offers huge potential for blind and partially sight people to be able to set up and about independently.
If that's all.
Well, I think that's all from us.
Okay, can you hear me? Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all,
yes.
What is the advantage of using this wristband? Rather than it helps the impact people, I understand that. But what do you think the advantage of using this wristband rather than helping the impact people to walk without a partner? Is there any other advantages that you can make from this wristband?
Quick step can like vibrate to things and then give directions them. Vibrate to give directions, help them to got the directions out.
Because at first they were not using a cane to walk, so they will definitely don't have a partner, isn't it? So how do they want to touch something or detect something in front, something danger? Is it any alerts, alarm, alarm message or anything?
Our product, sorry.
Yeah.
Our product, Pbl-Stem has a sensor to detect all the obstacles.
That's all for me.
Let's keep on you mentioned this device is using vibration alone, is it? What if the blind cannot? It so happened during that time they were unaware of the vibration alone.
Can you repeat the question?
Will the vibration be continuous, or will it be just a minor vibration whereby sometimes the blind might fail to sense it at time?
It's a continuous.
Okay, my second question is, knowing this device is actually liaised along with the phone app, am I right? Am I right? Okay. How is the blind going to know what is going on from the phone app? How is it controllable by the blind itself from the phone app?
Thank you for your question.
It has voice message. It has a voice message to send directly to the blind people, to the blind person.
Okay. If let's say you were going to propose this in market, how much the value roughly is going to be like? Because I see it's going to be quite costly with the sensor and everything.
It's around 80 ringgit like that.
Okay. Will this device actually help up with kids? Can we use it for kids as well or not? If yes, how? If no, it's okay, right?
Yes.
Thank you for your question.
How?
Yes, it can. We can also make the vibration can into smaller size, so that it can be used to children's and also.
Children as in like what? When they are running around or what?
That's all we have time for now. Thank you so much for your presentation. Unfortunately, your time is up. You may leave this session as we proceed with the next team. Okay? Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we will invite the futurists with their project title called Lightning Spire. Without further ado, the floor is yours. You may begin your presentation.
Hi, good morning. Today we're going to presentation about lightning spire. Okay, this is the content that we're gonna present it to you. Firstly is introduction. Second is methodology. Thirdly is parabolic shape function. And fourth is findings. Fifth is future plan. And the lastly is conclusion. Okay, now I'm gonna explain the introduce about our project. So the project that we got, the lightning project is we can capture and convert lightning energy into usable electricity. Second is lightning spire is revolutionary project in Malaysia that harness the power of lightning as renewable energy source. Then by surgically placing lightning spire products in area with frequent lightning strike. And we hope to providing a reliable and consistent energy source. And then lightning spire aim to make a significant impact on renewable energy and environmental sustainability in the country. In summary, the lightning spire project in Malaysia harness harness lightning to produce renewable energy and promote environmental sustainability. Okay, next we gonna go to the methodology that we use for this project. First of all, we will use a copper rod as pole or support, which is a strong material to with the ever-changing metal. And besides, copper is a reddish metal with good electrical and thermal conductivity. Secondly, we choose parabolic shape or antenna for the upper part of the copper rod to attract and detect lightning. It's similar to a flashlight reflector or direct radio wave in a narrow beam form only one direction. Then, thirdly, we will use aluminum flat sheet to wrap it on parabolic antenna. Aluminum is not easy to rust. A light metal with a density of 1/3 of steel alloy would hit an electrical current conduction. That's why we choose the aluminum. And we will use a wire to connect it, and the name of wire is stout wires. Stretch above the structure to be protected. They are used to protect locations, protect of high voltage of lines. And lastly, the unique characters of units modules of energy, which is a very large amount of energy. We can save it. We call it lithium ion battery cabinet. We choose it because this power bank has a very high energy intensity. Thank you. That's all to my third solution.
Okay. In terms of shape, we choose a parabolic shape. There's 4 reasons why we choose the parabolic shape. The first one is because the lightning capture. Uh, uh, the shape act as conductors to direct the lightning to the capture device that will be used to collect the lightning energy. For the second one is system protection. It also can serve as lightning rods to protect and safeguarding the device and infrastructure from potential fires. And the third one is energy collection optimization. So we use the mirror symmetrical shape exists in efficiently directing the lightning energy into the capture device. It also can maximizing the amount of energy that can be harvested from each lightning strike. So the last one is aesthetic and identification. Because an attractive and distinct design can enhance the visual appeal of the lightning spire project. Furthermore, easily recognizable U-shape can be used for visual identification of the project's location. Next. Next. Okay. Our product use renewable energy. So there are 3 points that. Okay. So the first one is provide electricity without giving rise to any carbon dioxide emissions. So the second one is becomes problematical at high level for complex, but now well demonstrated reasons. The one is escalate with increasing proportion of variable renewable. So that's it.
Okay, thank you, Liana. I will, for our future planning is work with TNB, that Tenaga Nasional Berhad, to sell our products to resident and put more our products at Subang, Selangor, which is the area with the most frequent lightning streaks in Malaysia, to collect lightning. It will providing a reliable and consistent energy source to resident. For conclusion, the Lightning Spire projects offers a revolutionary approach in using lightning as a renewable energy source for Malaysia's energy mix. By providing a consistent and reliable energy supply, the project brings stability, especially during emergency and power outage, for example, flood. This initiative makes a significant contribution to environmental sustainability by reducing dependence on fossil fuels and lowering. That's all from me.
Okay, maybe teacher Suding would have a question first.
Thank you, Cikgu Aida. My question to you is, have you tried this?
Sorry.
Yes. Have you tried this?
Try what?
Tried your this yes. Have you tried collecting the lightning yet?
No, we haven't yet because the pricing is a little bit higher and it's hard for us to make it the mock for this. We are sorry.
So how are you going to be sure that this thing actually works?
We will do some researches because this is some information that we had and we study about it and maybe we're gonna do it in the future.
Because this is an interesting project, just that I'm curious if you have tried it yet or not. Yeah. Do you think that with just one lightning can actually run the entire school electricity? Yes.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Do you think with just one strike of a lightning, it can actually run the entire school electricity at one time?
No, actually, not only one, but many, maybe like 2 or 3 times.
All right, I think that's all your time. Thank you so much for your presentation, the futurists. Thank you so much for your presentation. Unfortunately, your time is up. You may leave this session as we proceed with the next team. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Terminator, without further ado, the floor is yours. You may begin your presentation.
Good morning to judges, teachers, and my fellow friends. I am Tengku Marisa. I'm Sarah Gisrina from Team Soccer Star.
I'm fine, how do you?
We are Team Southern Star from SMK Sri Bintang Selatan, and today we will be presenting our innovation called Operation Narco Terminator. Narco Terminator is a student-designed board game that focuses on underage drug and vaping abuse. It is designed to educate young people about the risks and consequences of drug and nicotine abuse and to help them develop decision-making skills. This board game addresses the issue of underage drug and vaping abuse, a common topic discussed in the education sector nowadays. The game includes scenarios that depict the consequences of drug and nicotine abuse. Some cards represent positive changes to further increase their understanding of the negative effects of drug and vapes. It aims to raise awareness while providing players with tools to make informed decisions and resist peer pressure. This game is invented based on the data from our survey that we have done on over 300 people from our school, which revealed that more than 60% of school students are involved in vaping and more than 1% are involved in drug use. We recognize the need for an effective educational tool to address this issue. As a fun and engaging solution, we have decided to develop a board game that educates young people on the dangers of drug abuse. Through interactive gameplay and decision-making scenarios, the board game aims to encourage healthy choices among students, and we believe that this board game can effectively promote positive change and reduce the prevalence of drug and nicotine among school students.
Operation Narco Terminator synchronizes well with our current society, with our targeted stakeholders being children and teenagers. Through such exposure, these future leaders are able to build up their confidence by questioning and knowing about the present state of affairs around drug misuse and vaping abuses, instilling in players the importance of formulating an incentive to have the audacity to throw out ideas. Besides that, this board game offers a variety of extraordinary information regarding the technicalities of drugs and vapes and how they are abused. The typical questions that have been lingering in the back of our heads are the whats and the whys will finally come to an end. Players will have the opportunity to grasp the fundamentals of how drugs and vapes affect the human body, both mentally and physically, allowing players to connect the dots together. Other than that, the youth and society will be keener to learning on how to prevent and stop the abuse of drugs and nicotine, such as in vaping, and after learning the bad influence of these drugs hold on our health. Moreover, the game is designed to educate young people and society about the risks and consequences of the drugs and nicotine in vaping and abuse to help them develop decision-making skills that will enable them to resist peer pressure and learn how to say no. Operation Narco Terminator has a myriad of exquisite yet outstanding features, one of which is its board playing game style.
Through the video we just watched just now, the majority of students concur that the school needs to find a solution to this issue, which is the uncontrollable use of vapes among students. Therefore, we have come up with a fun and effective solution called Operation Narco Terminator. Operation Narco Terminator is a student design board game addressing underage drug and vaping abuse, promoting education, and the decision-making skills in young people. The issue of underage drug and vaping abuse is a common topic discussed in the education sector nowadays. This game is invented based on the data from our survey that we have done on over 300 people from our school, which reveal that more than 60% of school students are involved in vaping and more than 1% are involved in drug use. We recognize the need for an effective educational tools to address this issue, as 63.8% out of 304 students admitted that they have tried vaping. Therefore, the objective of this movement is to raise awareness while providing players with tools to make informed decisions and resist peer pressure. Aims to educate young people on the dangers of drug abuse through an interactive and effective gameplay. Aims to promote positive change and reduce the prevalence of drug and nicotine use among students while educating them on the risks and consequences of drugs and nicotine while instilling in players the importance of formulating incentives to have the audacity to throw out ideas. Aims to effectively promote positive change and reduce the prevalence of drug and nicotine use among school students. Aims to further increase their understanding of the negative effects of drugs and vapes.
Our survey was conducted on the 31st of January 2023 until the 5th of March 2023, and we have received responses from over 304 respondents. From the survey that we have conducted, we have received of responses from 304 students aged from 13 to 17 years old from our school, SMK Sri Bintang Selatan. We have also worked together as a team and designed our board game and game cards on a website known as Canva. The board game is then printed out, allowing it easier for students to play hands-on. It only costs us around RM100 ringgit for printing and laminating for 6 sets of board games. Therefore, for each set of board game, it costs us less than 20 ringgit, allowing it to expand our commercialization. These are some of the statistics. Our results and discussions has shown that 100% of game participants agree that this game can improve drug and drug prevention education. 100% of players agree on the fun learning while learning. 100% members of the criminal education club enjoy and agree that the extracurricular activities are interesting. And 80% of our school students agree that this activity for the subject of physical education and health is interesting and suitable to be carried out within an hour, and it requires only a minimum of 6 players. For our potential of commercialization, Operation Narco Terminator has been well designed by our team members in accordance with the current drug and vape issues. From the cards to the figures, each and every aspect of detail has been carefully considered to fulfill and satisfy the customer's need while playing this board game. Parents can also play this board game with their children as an enjoyable activity during the spare time. It also promotes good knowledge for the mind for children and also strengthening the ties between all the players. Moreover, this board game is an effective tool to promote positive changes and reduce the prevalence of drug and nicotine abuse among school students and our society. Therefore, it is an amazing move for the Ministry of Education Malaysia to allow and suggest schools all around the Malaysia for this board game to be played by the students during the curriculum activities.
Our team created Operation Narco Terminator to juggle drug and vape issues. We've carefully crafted every detail from the cards to the figures to make an option for the players. It's suitable for all ages, so parents and kids can enjoy it together, having fun while promoting a healthy mindset and build stronger bonds. This game is a powerful tool to drive positive change and combat drug and nicotine abuse in schools and society. The Ministry of Education in Malaysia supporting it for curricular activities is a fantastic move. Moreover, it is an amazing initiative to allow and suggest for this board game to be played by the students during curricular activities. Let's make a difference and say no to drugs with this amazing board game. What's more, we believe that saying no to substances like vaping can make a person become the best version of themselves while implementing the KPM's model of ABC, good clever children, anak baik lagi cerdik.
Alright, thank you very much for
our future plans.
Excuse me, unfortunately your time is up. Thank you so much for your presentation, group Southern Star, with your presentation. Now you may leave this session as we move on with the next group. Alright, thank you very much.
Thank
Today, Group Eco Trio and Smart Kit are not ready yet, so we will move on to the next group. Let's invite the next group. Will be Saving Together with their project title Project Save. Without further ado, you may begin your presentation. Group Southern Star, you can end your presentation.
Very good morning. I'd like to wish to the honorable judges, vice keepers, teachers, and fellow friends. My name is Reha, and today I, along with Sutiksha, Nicole, Teshvin, and Sri, would like to present our solution on the lack of awareness and action among adolescents in today's social justice issues. First, let's delve deeper into the problem statement. The first issue I'd like to address is poverty and starvation. Adolescents, especially the ones in urban areas, are not educated on poverty and starvation at impoverished areas of Malaysia. And in consequence to that, the rate of poverty and starvation has dramatically increased in the COVID-19 pandemic. The next issue that I'd like to talk about is mental health. Mental health, stress management, and self-worth is often overlooked in adolescents. And this has caused the number of suicide and self-harm cases to dramatically increase.
And here we present to you Project SAFE. Project SAFE is a student-run non-profit organization as a way to create awareness among adolescents regarding social justice issues such as poverty and mental health. Right. Methodology is divided into two segments, which are mental health and community well-being. And here we present methodology. Next, let's discuss about the book donation drive. We organized the book donation drive effort for 4 selected orphanages in PJ City. We received an immense amount of support from family, neighbors, and friends who were kind enough to give away their collection of books for this very good purpose. We managed to gather around 200 books ranging from novels, storybooks, exercise books, and more, that we then distributed to 4 orphanages. With this effort, we ensured that about 150 orphans have enough resources and materials to learn and entertain themselves with. Next is the fundraising effort. We also organized a fundraising effort to ease the financial burden for orphans and senior citizens in the local old folks home. We successfully collected RM400, which we choose to contribute to the Agathian shelter, and RM200 to My Age Care. About 150 orphans and 35 senior citizens were benefited. Next, we would like to discuss the next effort, which is visiting the old folks home. We were accompanied by the members of our organization and a teacher to visit the local old folks home in the BJ area. And our aim through this was to make the residents there feel happy, cared, and cherished. What we did there was we engaged with the local residents and implemented several positive social gestures, such as smiling, laughing, and waving, to bring a positive, lively mood into the nursing home. The next effort that we carried out was letters to strangers. We made cards to be distributed to the elderly, which contained handwritten, heartwarming notes. And our aim in this effort is to create something physical that can be kept by the elderly as a memory, beside the bedside table per se, to remind the residents that they are cared for. Next, we conducted musical therapy. Music therapy, our aim when conducting music therapy was to promote a relaxing and simply to make the residents of the old folks home feel better. We started off by playing some soothing chords on the guitar, and after noticing a shift in the mood, we then proceeded to sing and play Perfect by Ed Sheeran in a calming and sweet manner, and we received a lot of smiles from the residents. Next, we conducted a research on the attitudes of students towards mental health. We received 68% of respondents of our survey that thinks mental health is not emphasized enough. Some of them give suggestions on methods that could be implemented to raise more awareness regarding mental health.
We also carried out a vent-a-mouth activity. For this activity, we sent out a Google form for students to vent out their emotions. This gave the students the opportunity to vent out their feelings and emotions. For your information, before carrying out this activity, we assured the students that their responses will not be documented and will be done completely anonymously. Our aim when carrying out this activity was to make the respondents feel that their voices are being heard by someone out there, even though they don't personally know them. As a result, the activity was a success as 78% of the respondents claimed that they felt much better after venting out, and they suggested that we should carry out this activity again another time. And lastly, we carried out a poetry writing competition. We organized this competition in hopes to raise awareness on the seriousness of mental health and to help people picture the pain that other people are going through when they feel depressed. We received over 50 entries, and the winning poems were displayed on our social media pages with the permission of the owners so that others can understand and picture the mental struggles that people were going through the poems itself. This also allowed students to express their emotions using different imaginary styles in poetry. This way, emotions can be demonstrated in a less obvious way, thus benefiting adolescents who are not keen on sharing their emotions to somebody, as they can now express their feelings in a completely different way. And here are
Alright, so in conclusion, we achieved our objectives, and for the first one, we achieved when the non-profit organization Project SAFE was gather adolescents to work together to take actions into the overcoming the issues. And second and third objective, ensuring community well-being and advocating mental health, is achieved through the various methodologies and successfully effort being carried out by the organization. And our future plan includes starting a website to further spread awareness on the power of adolescents' voice and marketing strategy. And not only that, advocating for other fields such as blood donation campaign and climate crisis in the near future. That's all for now. Thank you.
Okay, first of all, I think the presentation is okay, but my question is how this approach, because this is always the NGOs activities we can see in most markets and all those. How do this approach can make people more aware of the mental health problems and poverty? Is it this approach can really make people aware of the poverty and the mental health problem?
Okay, so the first thing that this differs from actual non-profit organizations and the one that we did was that a lot of these non-profit organizations, they are focused more on like adults carrying out the trying to solve poverty and things like that, whereas ours is more focused on adolescents, because as much as, although in worldwide, I feel like there are a lot of teenagers worldwide, they're actually taking the effort to take it in their own hands to go ahead and solve these issues by almost like a passive action an active action to solve the issue. Yet in Malaysia, you don't really see that. For example, I would give Greta Thunberg. So she advocates for environmental. She advocates in the environmental segment, and
okay, girl,
whereas you don't really.
I think it's okay. It's okay again. I give the question to Miss Suling.
Okay. In your this particular conclusion, you mentioned that your future plan is to include marketing strategy. What is that you want to market here?
So basically, right now the organization is mostly within the school. So what we want to market is we want to further spread this organization, make it wider to students of other schools and other adolescents in Malaysia, using a website per se, so that a lot of adolescents can come together and use their voice to solve all these social justice issues.
I think that's all the question from me. Cikgu Aida, you still have anything you want to clarify on?
Yeah. I think that's all for me. I think that's all for me.
Okay, we're all done here. Thank you so much for group saving together for your presentation. You may lead this session, and as we proceed to the next group. All right. Thank you very much. now is already 10 o'clock, 10:05. We'll take a short break until 10:30 a.m., okay? We will meet again shortly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tadi apa? Tadi 8. 8.
Are you ready?
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the pitch today. So let me reintroduce the judges to those who just joined us today. So our judges will be Puan Sudling and Puan Aida. Please, for those who just joined us today, please enter your respective breakout rooms before we begin with the next group. Okay. All right. Let us invite the next group. Next group with their name. Bismillah gives Mada Pro Ina from with the project title the effectiveness of smart 3D Lenozzle in improving the intelligence of mentally disabled children. Without further ado, the stage is yours. Please begin. No worries. You can start here.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and best wishes for all of us, the Honorable the Board of Jury of Pbl-Stem 2023.
Indonesia is an anthropology country that stretches from Sabang to Merauke. The form of the country, which consists of many islands, causes unequal infrastructure conditions. This also makes educational conditions uneven, including children with special needs such as mentally disabled children. Currently, the condition of mentally disabled children is in dire need of special attention due to inadequate or even inadequate facilities Various kinds of methods are used to help solve the problem of mentally disabled children, but until now, no effective method has been found. Therefore, we, as the next generation, are inspired to want to help mentally disabled children with a visionary ideas that was raised in a scientific paper with the title "The Effectiveness of Smart 3D Nozzle in Improving the Intelligence of Mentally Disabled Children." I am Maya Safira Haryanto and my team Aditya Pramudita Prasada bersama Alfatur Rahman, Ika Rinawati, and Habib Zabidi Ramdhani. We are students from SMA Negeri 2 Probolinggo. The formulation of the problem in this study are 1. What is the smart 3D reusal game? 2. How is the effect of smart 3D reusal in improving the memory of mentally disabled children? 3. How is the effectiveness of research sample basis? One of the mentally disabled children has the success in improving their memory with the application of smart 3D reusal.
The following are the research methods we use. We conducted this research from April 3 to June 5, 2023 at SLB Sinar Harapan 1 in Probolinggo City, East Java Province, Indonesia. The sample used in this study was students with certain conditions. The student who became the research sample were junior high school students in one class with a special type of class for mentally disabled children, totaling 8 students. The data analysis technique used is using the SPSS application to test the hypothesis. Here is a smart 3D nozzle simulation game.
Here are the results of the research we have done. The following is a table research result for each type of game that is played. It can be seen. The puzzle games include types of vertical puzzle, horizontal puzzle, and color puzzle.
1. Test the hypothesis to see the effect of the type of game on the research results. Based on the hypothesis test that has been carried out, it can be seen in the figure that it is obtained that the significance value for the diversity of treatment A, which is type of game, is 0.006 smaller than the test level of 5%, which is 0.05. Meaning that with a confidence of 95% with error rate of 5%, that the application of the smart 3D nozzle game on mentally disabled students has a significant effect on increasing its students' memory.
2. Test the selection of the most effective type of game applied to the mentally disabled. The follow-up test used in our study was Duncan and Taki test. Based on the Duncan and Taki test result table, it can be seen that the best sequence of how to play and successfully improve memory is through the smart 3D nozzle game, namely color puzzle, horizontal puzzle, and vertical puzzle.
The conclusion in our research can be seen in the following slides. That is all from us, Smart 3D Nozzle, educate the nation's children and treat out mentally disabled. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to ask a question here. Does your this 3D nozzle contains all alphabets and numbers?
Yes.
That means A until Z?
Yes.
And 0 to 10?
Yes.
How do you see the prospect of your this product in the market?
Can you repeat the question, please?
How do you see that you are going to sell this in the market? That means expose it to the rest outside. Not just in school only.
Is that all from the judges?
Very prospect.
Yes, marketing prospect.
Very commercializes because it has the potential to help mentally disabled.
Okay, I think that's all for me. Miss Aida, you have any question? Your mic is not on, Miss Aida.
Sorry. Okay, my question is how this learning puzzle can help the disabilities students to improvise their language, speaking language. With this, is there any other evidence to improve to confirm that these methods is really works?
Currently, we are still in the process of patenting the product.
Is there any outputs or outcome or any proof evidence you want to show us?
Mental retarded children are mental retarded children, and this tool is useful for improving memory and accuracy in finding numbers, letters, and colors, and so it's very helpful or useful for mental retarded children.
Okay, that's all for me. That's all for me.
Right. Thank you to group Bismillah Kids Madapurina for your interesting presentation just now. All right, you may leave this session as we would like to proceed. Thank you.
Can we out in the Zoom right now?
Yes, you can. You can.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's call on next group with their group name, the Three Musketeer team, with their project title called Z Carmen, Gen Z Cares for Mental Health as an effort to develop spirit and physique. Without further ado, you may begin.
Ambil nggak? Aja. Ya. Dua. Ya.
Terima kasih, Gen Z Cares for Mental Health.
Okay, good morning, judges, and good morning, everyone. We are from the Three Musketeer team. My name is Lantina Shahira.
And I'm Rafael Fernanda.
And I'm Razwadi Rizal.
We are from the Three Musketeer, have a title, the Z Carmen, Gen Z Care for Mental Health as an effort to develop spirit and physique.
Firstly, talking about the background. It is recorded that 27.94% of the population in the countries come from Generation Z. On the other hand, the largest population of Generation Z currently does not all have same potential. The problem is the mental. 970 million people in the world might live with mental disorder, anxiety disorder, and depression. Based on description above, we read the title, Seek Carmen, can seek out for mental health as an effort to develop spirit and basic. Next. The first goal is to knowing the mental health condition. Secondly, knowing the Generation Z interest in the output product. And last, to put the Generation Z to be more concerned about the mental health. Next. This is the Indonesian youth mental health problem with the graph. Next is research method. In this research, we use several kinds of research methods such as observation, questionnaire, output product, and inference test. Observation is used to observe about mental health and mental health disorder in society. Next is questionnaire. Questionnaire is used to collect data and argumentation from randomized population. Third is output product. Our output product are books and application. Fourth is inference test. Inference test is used to testing our product, which are books and application. These are the data analytics from our questionnaire. First, can you share your problem with others? Second, do you often feel useless? And third, do you often feel anxious for no reason?
Okay, these are our output products. The first is the Carmen book and the second is the Carmen apps. Our output product interest or the level of interest is 40% get the 8 point, 45% get the 9 point, and 50% get the 10 point. Okay, this is our STEM. For the first is science. Science. We pour science into our book product. In science, mental health reflects the condition in which individuals can optimize their full potential. The next is technology. We use the technology to create apps and QR codes that can be accessed through book. And the engineering, we design the structure of the operation in the application so that the output in the page is in accordance with the instruction. The last is the mathematics. We use the mathematics to analyze the amount of data we get through from the review or the basic data we need. This is the implementation for 2024. It will develop the Z Carmen application with AI system. 2025, we will publish the book to a trusted publisher. And 2026, expand outreach by working with other mental health organizations. That's all our explanation. Thank you for attention, judges. We will be glad to hear your question.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Listening, I start first. Okay, my question is, usually when we talk about mental health, we always use the methods of books and QR codes because this mental health is actually, there's lots of ranges. So is there any other techniques or any other scheme, any other ways to tackle this problem in your opinion?
Yeah.
Pardon, sir, can you repeat your question? Because this...
Okay, I simple my question. Okay, I know that your proposed projects about these mental disorders, but in your opinion, is there any other techniques or way to improvise the problem of mental disorder? Do you understand what is mental disorder actually? Do you understand the meaning of mental disorder?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, can you explain to me what is in your opinion, in your understanding, what is mental disorder? What is mental disorder in your understanding?
Okay. I think the mental disorder is some people who don't have some good mental. So some people have some problem with their self, like anxiety disorders and then depression, and then some doing that make their self is not good. So
yes, okay, that's right. Okay, thank you. That's all my question. That's all for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Question from me is, are you sure just by reading books can help this up? Can help with mental disorder problem?
Okay. Thanks for the question. I will answer. Answering about the level of the effectiveness, books and application have high level of the effectiveness because it's proven by the result of the research that we have been doing in 7 days to students in junior high school, and high school. They gave a high level of interest with 9 points as much as 45%. In description, they believe that this book and application can provide an effective solution for respondents who have mental disorder. In accordance with the function and benefit of books and application, namely providing education through application and implementing daily life through books, they are convinced of us. I think that books and yes.
Do you have a sample of that book or any parts which you have already worked on with that you can show us?
So we have, and you can scan it in the proposal. This is the digital app book from we was to made it. So we are to realize this book for the doing the research.
I think
So,
that's all from
if you want to know about more about this book, basically the book's inside to give some motivation and a planner and give some expression day by day. So it's can to prevent their mental health problem. So if you want to know about the design or the inside of the book, you can look in showing in the proposal in the last. So I have some QR code to see how the look about the book.
It's possible if you can show me the evidence of some of the QR codes.
So
not the
yes,
entire book, just part of it, just a little bit.
yes. So I can show it, but I need some minutes to give to her this book. So you can give some another question. I will give her some book.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, maybe another question from the judges.
We are interested in seeing the product.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, we just want to see whether these are other way techniques of taking care of this mental disorder. Because generally, the same things we have are always the same techniques. But I think there is something else to cater of this problem.
Yes,
So
I'm here.
we just see.
That's a very thick book.
Yes. Are you looking at?
Can I cannot see. I cannot see actually. Can you?
Okay, it's about the problem of the background. So yes, this is the book. Yes.
Is it scan books? Scan. We can scan using the apps.
Yes, you can.
Is it?
Scan it too.
Okay, I know. I understand already.
Yes,
Okay,
this is
thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you for the Three Musketeer team for their interesting presentation just now. You may leave this session so we can move on to the next and last group. All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks for attention. Cek. Nunggu di keluar dong.
Their project title, Reducing SME Farmers Intervention and Increasing the Yield of Oyster Mushrooms Cultivation Using IoT Application. Without further ado, the stage is yours.
Good morning, judges. We are from SMJK Avamara Convent. We have invented a product that can reduce SME farmers' intervention and increase the yield of rice using IoT application and biofloc, which is RFX kit. I'm Chan Kai-Chi.
I'm Chuichi. And I'm Li Weijia. Firstly, what problem causes us to make this product? Traditional agriculture practices are often resource intensive.
Dear, I can't hear you because it's really. I can hear your voice actually.
Okay, yeah. So
You need to wear earphone.
Can you hear us clearly?
Do you have earphone? Or do you have?
No. Can you hear us clearly now?
Okay. Or you raise up your voice.
Okay. Raise up. Okay. What problem causes us to make this product? Firstly, traditional agriculture practices are often resource intensive and environmentally harmful. The use of pesticides and fertilizers and large amount of water can contribute to pollution and soil degradation. Nextly, the practice.
Okay, thank you, Miss Aida. Overall, I find there are creativity, just that there are room for improvement and room for more on pilot studies actually. Because I noticed their findings are not up to par yet. And also there are like projects which is already, I think it's in the market already. So I believe they have to do something or improve these projects which is actually already readily in the market. They have to do more research. Okay, that's all from me.
And for me, the presentations overall is okay, but like what Ms. Suling said, some of the project is already in the market, and some of the project is not been tested yet, and the method is not confirmed. So it should be some comparisons or test, maybe some verifications to be done to the projects. That's all from me. Thank you.
And with that, we conclude our today's session for the grand final of the International Pbl-Stem project completion for 2023. Our utmost gratitude goes out to Puan Suling and Puan Aida for taking the time to judge this grand final. This grand final is organized by SMK Amin Baki. Also, our thanks go to the committee members, including teachers and students, for successfully organizing this competition as a platform for future national and international competitions. Wishing everyone success. Thank you for joining us today.
So we have another session for tomorrow. We have another session for tomorrow.
Yes,
with
we have.
SMK Sabi. Yeah. Thank you very much for your joining us with this international competition. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.